consistently inconsistent. You know, we want better roads, we want better infrastructure, but we're not willing, okay, to pay the right taxes. Either we avoid, okay, or we evade. You know, avoidance, tax avoidance is permissible, okay, but tax evasion is definitely not permissible. Susceptibility, okay, to political pressures. I had a lot of this. I experienced this. Okay. Now working, okay, with they are in customs, okay, you know, it's a political position, and okay, you will experience, okay, this day in and day out. When I was, okay, the commissioner, okay, I received an average, I think 10 of about 15 endorsement or recommendation from politicians on promotion, reassignment, okay, of revenue person. Loaded, okay, workforce, okay. During my time, the total employees, okay, of the BR is about close to, okay, 30,000. Yellow, low, very low government mandated salary and benefits. Now there's a saying that, okay, if you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. But, you know, this is not always true, okay, because as I mentioned earlier, there are also, okay, you know, good men and good women working in the public sector. Complicated laws, rules, and requirements with wide discretionary management. Now, this is the principal problem that we face here. As I mentioned a while ago, okay, we have now evolved, okay, a very complicated tax system. Now, previously, okay, our tax system, okay, is a gross type of tax system, meaning, okay, all types of income are aggregated and therefore subject to a single rate. But we have evolved, okay, that global type of system, okay, to, okay, a specific type of system where different types of income are subject to different rates. I'll try to give you an example. All of us here, okay, have bank accounts, okay, and the interest income, okay, we earn from our bank deposits are subject to a final withholding tax. The question is, are you required under the law, okay, to report that income? No, because it has been subjected to a final tax. Okay. You don't include that, okay, when you file your annual income tax return. Now, this happened during the time, okay, of Marcos government because of inability of the government really to monitor different types of income being reported in the annual income tax return. And because of this, okay, the withholding tax system is actually expanded. Now, given this, okay, public image, okay, and constraints, okay, my first task, okay, was really to mobilize a tax professionals who can help me address this problem. There were initially about 8-9 people joined me, okay, with different, okay, backgrounds. I have an OD person, okay, I have an ID person, okay, someone also, okay, from the auditing firms, okay, tax lawyers and accountants joined me, and there were also some tax economists who volunteered to be part of it. In fact, okay, there's even a Filipino, okay, who works in World Bank, okay, but at the time, he was seconded at APS. He also, okay, helped. This person, okay, was very instrumental in getting, okay, grants, okay, from a number of, okay, funding agencies. Now, Our approach is, okay, two-pronged approach, okay? A short-term and a long-term approach. Okay, let me just, okay, share with you some, okay, of the short wins, okay, that, okay, we did, okay, during that time. We introduced the electronic metering system, the electronic filing and payment system. This is the e-filing and e-payment. Okay. If some of you are working with corporations for large taxpayers, okay, you're actually required under the law, okay, to e-file and e-pay. So there's substantial savings here because basically you don't use paper, okay, to meet your annual tax obligation, okay, tax return. We started codifying revenue regulations. Okay, revenue regulations, okay, is basically the rules, okay, that implements, okay, the basic, okay, internal revenue provision. Okay, and you know, as a tax practitioner, okay, I think one difficulties that we had at the time is, okay, you don't know, okay, what's the prevailing revenue regulation. So what we did, we started codifying, okay, these regulations. We also introduced substituted filing for salaried employees. I think most of you here are, you know, working with private sector, salaried employees, just myself. We don't need now to file an annual income tax return, okay, because it's our employer, okay, who, okay, performs the task for us. Okay. Now, you know, I had difficulty pushing this because, okay, most, okay, of my colleagues, okay, at the bureau at the time insisted, okay, that everyone must file an annual income tax return, including salaried employees. Okay, and one, okay, of the reasons given to me was they needed, okay, to support their visa application, passport application. But we were able to address, okay, those concerns. And at the end of the day, okay, they agreed, okay, to introduce this. Okay, this system has been operating for the last 6 or 7 years. We also introduced the VAT relief system. Basically, this is trying to match, okay, the input VAT claimed by taxpayers, VAT taxpayers, versus the output VAT. Okay, it is a system where, okay, you're able to monitor, okay, underpayment, okay, of VAT. Third-party information. Okay, this is a unique way of really getting information, okay, from third-party sources. I'll try to give you an example. Okay, so we did some experiment, okay, service agencies, particularly security agencies. So what we did is for large tax corporation, we requested for information on their suppliers and service contractors. So we got that information. Okay, example, okay, APS Corporation hired XYZ security agency. So ABC Corporation provided, okay, information how much is paid, okay, to XYZ Corporation for a given taxable year. And we now try to check whether XYZ Corporation reported the income. It is simply matching, okay, what they have received from a taxpayer, okay, and matching it whether it was reported in the financial statements and tax return. And you will be surprised, okay, that, okay, we caught a lot, okay, of, okay, taxpayers who purposely failed to report, okay, the receipts that they received, okay, from, okay, these corporations. Implementation of the large taxpayers program. Okay, at the time, okay, I joined, okay, I became a commissioner, okay, in, I think, late part of 80s. Okay, there is a law, okay, that created a large taxpayer. Okay. In other words, okay, large taxpayers was actually segregated for purposes of tax monitoring. And through the years, okay, we have expanded the coverage, okay, of that large taxpayers program. And finally, the expansion, okay, of the withholding tax coverage. As I mentioned a while ago, the withholding tax system has become very effective, and therefore, okay, we expanded the coverage of that system.
Atty. Bañez,